Hello, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and please like my videos for more updates. So the last update about once there was a king. Savitri finally exposed Grandma to the king using the priest, and Grandma also exposed Savitri as Gayatri. Let's continue. The king recalls about the times when Savitri had tried to advocate for Gayatri. Grandma accused Gayatri that this is the limit. Gayatri tells the king that she had to shoot him with an empty gun to bring Rajeshwari's companion out, but Grandma changed the bullet to be the real one. Grandma asks if Gayatri has brought this fake priest as a proof. She cries, hugging the king. Rajeshwari tells the king that Gayatri is really jealous of her. Gayatri goes to her. She asks why would she be jealous. Rajeshwari says that she has everything Gayatri doesn't have, and Gayatri wants it, and she has the crown. Gayatri says that she never wanted to be a queen, she wanted to be a wife. Rajeshwari was never a wife, nor will she be. The king would never forget about her feelings of love. That is why Rajeshwari couldn't make a relationship with the king. The king remembers. Gayatri boasts that Rajeshwari always tried her level best, but she failed to bring the king to herself. The king remembers about his trust over Savitri. His head still aches. Gayatri comes to the king and says that she wanted to tell him the truth, but she just waited for the right moment. The king has severe headache. The king's mother says that he snatched the right to call him a son, but Gayatri has struggled to unite his family and make this a home again, and the king must once question his heart if her daughter-in-law is lying. Grandma cries that she also asks her heart a lot of time. As she knows that it was Gayatri, will she ever allow Savitri to come near the king? Her aim is, was, and will always be the king's happiness. She tells the king that she would accept the punishment he gives to her. The king asks Gayatri to answer about it. If Grandma is her enemy, then why would she try to make him and Savitri closer? Gayatri was silent. The king says that the truth is that Gayatri had shot him on the cliff then. Grandma's presence there is just a story, and can she prove that the story to be true? If she has no proofs, then he will send her to jail in accusation of planning his murder. Gayatri was silent. The king says that there is an answer in her silence. He calls the soldier to take Gayatri and the king's mother to the jail. Gayatri resists, but the soldiers take her away. The king tells the priest that he will stay in his observation until the truth is revealed. Grandma says to the king that he trusted her love today. The king says that he never suspects her love and motherhood. He leaves. Rajeshwari asks Grandma that what will happen to her now. Grandma says that once the king's mother and Gayatri are hanged, then they would have festivity. At night in the jail, Gayatri was upset that there is no hope left. Suddenly, the door opens and the king comes there. He unlocks the jail and comes inside. Gayatri asks what is he doing there. The love has died, so he has no trust. The day he will record the truth, then he will never be able to forgive himself. The king says that his heart tells him that Gayatri is telling the truth, but he is a king who cannot trust his heart. And can Gayatri prove what she said? Gayatri says that when the king is with her, then she can do anything. The king says that he wants to trust her and her love, and it is her duty now. And the king goes to tell Grandma that he went to meet Gayatri. Grandma says that this is stupidity. The king says that he had a question in his mind why Gayatri did not kill him after getting so many chances. Grandma says that trying to take revenge, but the king says that he has given her another chance. He wants to recreate the event of the accident. This way, he might recall his memory. Grandma spills the tea over the king and he goes to change. Then Grandma changes the fake bullet in the gun with the real ones. The king comes back and has to leave. The king's mother tells Gayatri that she is about to take a huge risk, and what if she loses? Gayatri says that when she has nothing to lose, then she is not affected. If the king thinks that this is the only way for her to prove innocent, then let it be. Lakan tells Swana that Gayatri is doing a mistake. She is going to get trapped in the trick of the Grandma. Swana says the last time Gayatri was alone, but this time Gayatri is her friend and she will not leave her alone. She takes Lakan. On the cliff, the king asks Gayatri to take the gun and shoot him. Gayatri denies, saying that she doesn't want to take the risk again. The king says that when she did for once, then why can't she do it again? Rageshwari says that Gayatri doesn't want the king's memory to come back. Grandma asks that why would she not want a prince's memory revived? She betrayed the king in return of his love. Some flowers prick hot deep than thorns. Gayatri says that she will never stab like her on the back. Gayatri says that if she had to kill the king, then why would she have jumped off the cliff? Grandma pushed her off the cliff. Grandma says that this is a lie. If she had pushed her off the cliff, then she wouldn't have been alive. She tells the king that Gayatri must have thought to come back in the palace once he has died, and they have an argument. Grandma says that Gayatri couldn't prove herself innocent. Now the justice must be to sentence Gayatri Devi to death in accusation of attempt to murder. The king says that he wants to trust Gayatri. Still, she did not prove anything. He pointed the gun towards Gayatri. Gayatri stops him. The king says that their love is really true. His heart won't let him shoot her. Gayatri keeps on stopping him. The king thinks about the last time conversation. Gayatri has asked if he trusts her. Gayatri says alright. Then the story will end just like before, on the same cliff. The difference will only be that this time, the king will shoot her. The king asks that what if there is some mistake? Gayatri says that there won't be any mistake this time. Gayatri keeps stopping him. Grandma urges the king to shoot Gayatri. The king finally shoots. Gayatri fell on the floor hurt. The king's head ached, and he recalls all his past and negativity about Grandma and Rageshwari, and he kneels down on the floor in pain. Grandma comes to hold the gun near the king, and before he could move, she pointed the gun towards the king. She tells the king that he removed the biggest stone on her way, and she wished that she could get his life as well. The king smiles. Grandma asks if he did not understand the difference between the truth and lie after so long, and this time as well she changed the bullet. Grandma pulls the trigger in front of the king. There was no bullet in the gun. The king says that she just changed the bullet, but he changed the gun. He shows the actual gun to Grandma. Grandma drops the gun at once as Gayatri stands up. Rageshwari wanted to leave, but Gayatri holds her by arm. Grandma tells the king that she has to teach him the end result of this game yet. She claps. Some goons comes there to encircle the king with guns in their hands. Gayatri was worried. Grandma says that she suspected the king the time that he asked them to repeat the accident. She thought about playing a trick. The king says that Grandma's trick has gone outdated. The king's mother calls the goons to throw the arms. The royal army comes at the spot. The king says that he has given Grandma a second chance, but Grandma proved that she can never be real. Grandma says that the king has never bear what she had to, so the king will never understand her hate. The king says that Grandma did not understand his love. Grandma points the gun towards the king and says that she will not let him win so easily. This gun and the bullet in it are both real. All of a sudden, Grandma falls on the ground. Lakan and Suana appear from behind. Rageshwari tries to run away, but Lakan asks that where is she going to? The king's mother holds her hand. Lakan asks the king not to worry, and to take Grandma to the palace is his responsibilities, but sending Grandma to jail is the king's right. The king and Gayatri were left there. Gayatri says that the king trusted her, when the king neither had their memories nor the love. The king hugs Gayatri. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like my video and share it and comment, and please subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you.